Hi guys, Radhe Radhe. I already spoke about the Venus combinations and how their preferences with the smell, music, and partners. And here we will see about the Venus in all the 12 houses and how the people will be there. And coming to Venus in the first house, these people are very beautiful, good looking, with a great hair that falls late in lifeless unless badly affected by Saturn. Such a people is a product themselves. People are drawn to them. Whenever their cells are represent, people notice them first. They should go into profession where respect and personal appearance matters. And coming to traits here, they have very high sexual desires. If Venus is afflicted, these people may look at other women strongly, especially between the ages of 16 to 32. If they fall into affairs or deceptions, Venus gives negative results, especially in terms of financial losses. They are often very attracted to people, perfumes, and luxury items. If Mercury is also in the first house, they may have an extraordinary sense of smell. A distinct facial feature will always stand out, like sharp nose, red lips, and big eyes, etc. They are dominant in nature. And coming to family, since Venus fought with the Sun is exalted in the first house. These people may live us separate from the family at some point. If Moon is in the fourth house, their relationship with their mother may be strained. If Mars and Rahu aspects Venus, they may become very dominant towards their spouse. They may be distrustful or even abusive. And coming to financial impact, the way you treat your spouse directly affects your wealth. Bad spousal relationship often leads to financial stagnation. From 16 to 32 years, they must avoid extramarital affairs as they can bring serious karmic consequences. Taking someone's money isn't just about the money, it brings their pain, karma, and mental peace. Venus in the second house. Strong placement since second house is ruled by Taurus. It's Venus' own sign. These people can be great singers, poets, speakers. They have that melodic voice or speak in rhythmic way. The facial features are very attractive. They almost always looks beautiful. Exception if debilitated Jupiter or Saturn aspects, then it can affect their beauty. They have the beautiful eyes that are often highlighted and addictions coming to that. If they are influenced by Mars in the second house, especially in the moon sign, they may have alcohol addictions. If the Rahu in Nakshatra, it can enhance intelligent tendencies. And people with Venus in the second house enjoys expensive alcohol and have the strong preferences for flavored experience such as mint, cigars, or vapes that cool the throats. They always have some taste or flavor in their mouth, often carving something like sweet or something like that. If Venus is in Sagittarius or Pisces in the second house, the native may start smoking, but if Jupiter is strong, they often quit over time. They tend to be money wise with a strong understanding of how money works. Economics are financial transactions. These people know how to earn and manage wealth efficiently. They are typically hardworking, especially if the Saturn is also well placed. They can work 10 to 12 hours a day with dedication. However, since the second house is influenced by the eighth from the seventh, which is of the spouse, they can create challenges in a married life. Remedy for this is check your relationship with your maternal aunt, who is your mom's sister. A good bond with her indicates strong Venus energy. If the relationship is strained, improve it with the powerful remedies. Other remedies include donating food, clothes, money to men, goddess temples, or NGOs, and focus on female education and empowerment. This will not only improve financials but also brings a glow to the face and balances Venus energy. And coming to Venus in the third house, this placement brings strong Gemini energy, which is of communication or travel. The person often travels a lot, but a benefit from this depends on Mercury, the third house lot. If the younger sister is born after this person, the person usually start prospering after her birth, and for this it's a remedy. If no sister exists, treat someone as your sister. Celebrate Raksha Bandhan and give gifts to balance this energy. The person may faces multiple breakups or betrayals in relationship. Often people approach them for relationship even when they are not seeking one. If Mercury is weak, Rahu is strong, the person may experience confusion around gender identity, even feeling homosexual tendencies, but may not express them due to social or personal restrictions. Mental stress and disorder are often linked to relationships or sexual activities, and they may recognize that love is just a part of life, not the whole life. These people can develop a pattern of serial relationship and find it hard to be alone. And the future spouse is usually very hardworking and supportive, especially during financial circumstances. They will go to deep in order to solve the issue. And Venus is in the fourth house. Venus gains directional strength here. This is the house of the moon. So a strong Venus here shows a beautiful, elegant energy in the person's behavior and a speech. If there is a conflict between a moon and Venus, the person may struggle between choosing their mother or spouse opinion, leading to stress. If well placed, the native wishes for a wife like their mother, someone homely and caring. The individual tend to have luxurious houses with antique, expensive items, and even musical instruments, even if they are unused. While the moon will create a beautiful house on the modest budget, Venus prefers expensive and luxurious decor. As the magic sorry, as the marriage progresses, the spouse becomes more laid back and comfort loving. Remedies for this placement is use scented candles, incense or room fresheners, decor with white color, donate to cow shelters and plant greenery at house, especially in the balcony. Avoid getting into serious relationship before age 22 to 23, as early love life may waste time mean for development for creativity or skills. People often regret not using their youthful energy wisely if Venus is in the fourth house, which is directly directed towards the romance. And Venus in the fifth house. Fifth house rules past life karmas, creativity, and romance. Venus here indicates that person has karmic blessings from past lives related to love and beauty. These individuals often earn money through creative fields like music, dance, art, acting, or design. Even if they don't initially have creative skills, they feel a strong desire to learn. Example, thinking, should I learn guitar or piano? In the way they think. The desire for creative express is very intense and they naturally gravitate towards beauty and artistic pursuit. Venus in the sixth house. As the point in life, a person with Venus in the fifth house encounters a relationship that teaches them everything, whether positive or negative. The reason for transformation can be Venus or relationships which they see. If the Venus is in Jupiter's sign, the experience is usually positive. If the relationship ends, it teaches valuable lessons depends upon overall horoscope. If the Venus is in the fifth house and Rahu is in the ninth house or a first house, it often sees that individual develops foreign relationship or attracts to foreigners. If you're not getting good results from Venus in the fifth house, the remedy is to spend some time with the elderly women in old age homes or take their blessings and do Kanya Pujan during Navratri or donate to girls' welfare if Kanya Pujan isn't possible. Venus in the fifth house is very jimky placement. Such people often preach wisdom during the day but deeply sexual in their thoughts at night. Lal Kitab says they may appear spiritual or knowledgeable, but they have strong hidden desires. They may have also balanced their thought process, especially regarding multiple relationships. Venus here can attract many romantic opportunities, but jumping into every relationship is a mistake, right? Because Venus is very strong, the influence of the women in their life also increases. If Venus is well placed, the person is loved by women, but should avoid extramarital affairs or distracting partners, otherwise, it backfires karmically. It's very bad. The change brought into their life through the woman are due to past life merits, which is of punya. If Mars and Rahu affects this Venus, it may also affect their married life negatively. The 3 and 11 position here means whenever you do in love, life will reflect in your married life. Remedies here: practice a musical instrument regularly. It enhances the positive effects of Venus in the fifth house. Venus in the sixth house. Let's break the myth first here. People say Venus in the sixth house makes one unattractive. That's false. Even if their futures aren't sharp, they know how to present them beautifully. They they have very good knowledge of makeup, styling, or color coordination. Knows their best angle, which is of right profile or left profile, can be photogenic if they use Mercury influence as sixth house is Virgo to appear attractive. Even with weird fashion or color combination, they still put it off, like Ranveer Singh. It's how confidently one carries themselves. Important lesson here is to avoid arguments or legal matters with women. There is karmic attachment here, maybe from the past lives, and also fast allegations may arise, especially if Moon, Venus, Rahu are involved. Remedies here are help underprivileged girls with their education, donate food and money to early morning speech sweepers. Do not address them with caustic words or bad words. Maintain humility while doing remedies. You are doing them for yourselves, not others. Show respect while donating. Blessings with balanced or blessed Venus. If afflicted, especially by Mars or Rahu, these placements can cause relationship betrayal, results in painful breakups, even indicate molestation or breakups in education. Stay away from extramarital affairs, focus on karmic cleansing, and practice humility.